years, Stanford University had held its place at the very edge of the North American continent, weathering the storms of economic depression, earthquakes, and student demonstrations. But now, in the year 1991, a century after its initial establishment, Stanford University was to face the greatest threat it or the world had ever known.
Little to the left. Little further. Not so far. Not so far.
Hi, Ed.
Hi.
All right, that's good. Hold it right there.
Expecting rain, Ed?
No, I'm just helping Rich with an experiment.
Really? What kind of experiment?
Well, it's supposed to be top secret. But just between you and me, we're trying to contact the stars.
Really? Well, I know Johnny Carson's phone number.
Hold it still, Ed.
Sorry.
Ah, never mind. All right, look, let's go for the big one.
Do you really think there's intelligent life up there?
I don't have to think. I know.
How do you know?
What?
You didn't make contact, did you?
Okay, now try holding them both side by side.
Well, no. But I believe. I believe that up there are beings with incredible technology and scientific knowledge, with universal power and wisdom and intelligence far, far greater than we here on Earth could ever imagine.
Frozen frozen yogurt. Memchu. Memorial Chooch.
Very good. Last one.
Flomo. Flozen Mogurt.
Excellent. Tomorrow we will work on acronyms and native expressions.
Random.
Obviously, it will take some work. For now, let us study the University Instruction Manual. Our course lists are due tomorrow.
Mylox?
You must call me Andy.
Andy? Why do we have to learn all of this Earth stuff if we're going to make the humans our slaves?
Before we rule them, we must gain their trust. We must bide our time until we are in a position to take them over. Until then, no one must suspect a thing.
Hi, Monica.
Back so soon, Sal. The library doesn't close till midnight.
If I study now, I can socialize more later in the quarter.
Sal, you've been at college for a year now. It's about time you learned that socializing is a 24-hour job.
Well, I don't know how you keep up with it, but you always end up paying for it later.
It's worth the price, believe me.
Maybe. You know, you might have been right about Ed and Reg. They're acting very peculiar.
Really? I was thinking about going out with Ed.
What?
Simply a mercy date, you understand.
Oh, yeah, of course. Might help him.
But you know who else I was right about?
You mean Angie and Jake? Well, they're not chauvinists.
No.
And they're not arrogant.
No.
But they're definitely very odd.
Really? I think Jake is kind of cute.
I'm beginning to realize just how big this ship really is, how quiet. I don't know how to get my crew back, how to counteract the effect of the spores. I don't know what I can offer against paradise.
Arthur? What do you think of Jake and Andy?
I don't. They're not my type.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, do you think they're kind of strange?
Wonderful, Jim.
You're asking me?
When will you be in town?
Yeah.
There's some things in my quarters I want to pack.
Oh.
Good. Layla and I'll meet you at the beam.
Oh, I don't think they're strange.
Hi.
Hi.
What are you watching?
The television.
I see.
No. No. I can't leave. Emotions. Violent emotions needs anger.
What does it do?
Captain's log supplement.
Arthur.
Yes?
Arthur.
Yes.
Arthur.
Yes. What is it, Jake?
What's your major?
Art.
I thought you said it was drama.
No. That was last week. I tend to change my mind quite frequently. It's one of my greatest faults. No, it isn't.
Energizing. All right, you mutinous, disloyal, computerized half-breed. We'll see about you deserting my ship.
What other majors have you been?
Oh, I've been a history major and a psychology major. Let's see, there was English, philosophy. I was even a physics major once.
I'm a physics major.
You have been a physics major for 1 year. I was a physics major for 2 days.
What does that mean?
Temporary insanity, I expect. What do you need, Ed?
Master Key, Rich locked me out of the room. He won't be back for hours.
Be right back.
Sure thing.
You can't just give it to him. You have to go with him.
This is Ed we're talking about.
What's the big deal? It's just a key.
Just a key? There is no such thing as just a key at Stanford University. At Stanford University, keys are power. If you have keys, you have access to people's private property. In fact, their very lives. And as an RA, I control access to the most powerful key in this dorm, the master key.
The master key.
Would you sign this, please?
Sign this?
Yes, it's a petition to draft an official proposal to start a bill to get buttermilk in all the milk machines on campus.
Buttermilk?
We feel that buttermilk lovers, far from being a small minority on campus, are actually a silent majority.
There's no such thing as a silent majority.
Should I sign?
Of course.
But what if I don't like buttermilk?
It's not a question of whether you like it or not. It's just a show of support for fellow students.
Oh, I certainly wish to show my support.
It isn't every first officer who gets to belt his captain.
But who cares?
What?
Who cares about buttermilk?
Come on, you guys. You've got to support something. Everyone needs a cause.
It was painful.
Why?
It's just something students do. Doesn't anything excite your interest?
Rubber.
That's not what I meant.
You said they
Would you like to sign?
And no thank you, I don't believe in petitions.
But they do work.
I had to make you angry enough
I
to
don't
shake
believe
off
they really exist.
That's the answer, Mr. Spock.
I see.
That may be correct, Captain.
Thanks anyway.
Trying to initiate a brawl with over 500 crewmen and colonists is hardly logical.
I had something else in mind.
What's wrong with petitions?
Put together
Nothing, they just don't work.
subsonic transmitter, something we can
Everybody knows that that's the way to reach people.
broadcast over the community.
Television. The media.
Can be done.
Good. Let's get
The
to work.
direct channel to people's thoughts, desires, dreams.
Striking a fellow officer is a court-martial offense.
What about keys?
What?
Well, if we're
Oh.
both in the brig, who's going to
You need keys to gain access to the media.
That is quite logical.
We need a cause.
You can't just sit here and look for a cause. You have to go out and find one. It's not going to just fall at your feet.
He who controls the keys controls the media. He who controls the media controls people's minds.
Hello, Doctor. I've been thinking about what sort of work I could assign you to.
What do you mean? What sort of work? I'm a doctor.
Not anymore, of course. We don't need you, not as a doctor.
Oh, no? Would you like to see just how fast I can put you in a hospital?
I am the leader of this colony. I'll assign you to whatever work I think is suitable.
Just a minute. Better make me a mechanic. Then I can treat little tin gods like you.
We must find a cause.
Why?
You heard what Sally said. 2 students without a cause? Why, I'm surprised someone hasn't suspected us already.
Yes, but she also said that...
Did you see that? Are you okay?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. No problem. No problems. I gotta get to section. I'm out of here. I'm gone. I'm totally gone. I'll see you later. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your concern. Thanks. Appreciate it. Bye.
We found it.
Who, Rich?
No. These objects in the road. Can there ever have been a greater threat to humanity? How can we stand idly by while these deadly killers are allowed to remain strewn throughout the campus roads?
I don't know. How?
We can't.
You mean...
We found the cause. Now all we need are the keys.
I'm gonna buy me a gun. I'm gonna shoot everyone that gets in my way.
The best thing about KZCU is that not only do you get to get your voice on the air right away, but you also get to use all this professional broadcast equipment.
The media.
Correct. Well, you're expected to do 2 projects during your first quarter, a legal station identification and a PSA.
Public service announcement.
Very good. We meet Monday nights at 7:30.
And do we get keys?
Well, that shouldn't be a problem. There's always a DJ here and the doors are open.
We must have keys.
Well, it's not a normal procedure.
We must have keys.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Actually, it's never too late to join XTV. As a matter of fact, right now we're looking for a new chief VJ.
Do we get keys?
Well, no, but you get the combination to unlock the door.
But we want keys.
Well, you can use the combination to get the keys to unlock the door.
I see. So we get the combination.
Yes.
Which gives us the keys.
Yes.
This is more complicated than we first realized. We now have the keys.
Keys.
We now have access to all forms of the Stanford media. Now, we can begin. Here, we are visiting the dormitories to make everyone aware of the evil road reflectors.
All the dorms? How many have you been to?
This is the last.
Please, we look for your support in the upcoming campaign to remove these hazards from our campus roads.
Sure. No problem. Thanks.
Hi.
We are visiting the dormitories to make everyone aware of the evil road reflectors.
Road reflectors? Guys, it's ridiculous. Those are lane markers. They're there for your safety.
Safety?
The poor, deluded thing. Obviously, she is unaware of the threat these lane markers pose towards Stanford bikers.
What threat? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
2 days ago, you were supporting buttermilk, and now, when faced with a threat to your very life, you scoff.
But that was about something different, about freedom of choice and the student's voice. This is about nothing.
Nothing? I see that you are unaware.
You are confused.
But do not fear. All will become clear. We will show you the way. We will show them all the way.
This is not good.
What do you mean?
I mean, they're getting too involved.
You know, Rich, sometimes I just don't understand you. First you want to keep them here. Then you're building a new transmitter to help them escape. And now when they're settling into Stanford life, you say that's not good. Do you want to keep them here or not?
Of course I want to keep them here, Ed, but I have to build the new transmitter to gain their trust. Now, I can delay that for as long as I have to, but if they start parading around now, if they're being seen...
But they look human.
Human? Ed, they get drunk off caffeine and hyper off alcohol, and they think Stanford is the capital of the planet. The more they're seen, the more likely it is they'll be discovered.
For those of you who are unaware of the evil that lurks on our campus roads, we urge you to pay attention. A threat of unprecedented magnitude has manifested itself on the streets of Stanford University. Rights as students and human beings end when you step on your bicycle? The road reflectors say yes. Philosophical axiom that free movement and free thought go hand in hand. The death of one means the inevitable demise of the other. Are you willing to stand by and let others control your destiny? Join the cause. Join the fight for free biking. This has been a special message from Andy, Jake, and AZSU Stanford.
A daily columnist?
Hey, Rich. Guess what?
We're doomed.
Doomed? Nonsense. Nobody could be doomed on a day like this.
Oh, God. Are you in love or something?
No, but Monica is. She just asked me out.
This is just another late-night library fantasy, Ed. Another one of your radiation-induced hallucinations.
I was nowhere near the physics lab. I was downstairs, studying, and she came out of nowhere and asked me if I'd spend tomorrow night with her. And I said yes. At least I think I did.
Well, never mind your romantic problems, Ed. We have bigger troubles.
What?
The aliens. They're becoming too popular.
Popular? They're not popular.
Well, they're becoming too visible.
Oh, sure, visible. I heard some guys laughing about them the other day. Everyone thinks it's a great joke, but nobody cares who they really are.
Well, I hope you're right.
By now, you must all be aware of the evil that lies on our campus roads. Surely these road reflectors are a threat to our lives. But more than that, so few people yet realize they are a threat to our very freedom. The freedom to bike, or even to shuffle our feet when and where we please, as we make our peaceful way through the streets of our own beloved Stanford University. Surely we will not stand by while these basic human rights are stripped away. If we can be told where to bike, how long will it be before we are told what to think?
Not a very big crowd at the rally today, but everyone who walked by stopped to listen.
Jake, nobody walked by.
Maybe 10 o'clock was too early. Why? Everyone was up for class anyway.
Of course, they were all in class.
So our efforts were wasted.
Wasted? No, you forget. We still have access to the media. We are, after all, the chief VJs of XTV. And with the video editor, the lack of a crowd should not be a problem.
You mean...
Exactly.
I can't believe she's out with him.
Who?
Monica.
No, who's she out with?
Ed.
Ed? I can't believe he's out with her.
Do you really think she's all that attractive?
Me? No, not particularly. But I can see why everyone else thinks she is. How about some TV?
Good evening. This is Andy Hilliard and Jake Crenshaw speaking to you live from XTV Studios. Tonight, we have a very
God,
special
not these
report
two.
about the
Turn it
ever-growing
off.
threat of the reflective road markers
No, wait.
and their devastating impact on the future of humankind.
Leave it
This
on.
morning, hundreds of students gathered at a rally in White Plaza protesting the evil scourges of free biking. We have the exclusive tape of this historic event.
By now, you must all be aware of the evil that lies on our campus.
Oh, come on, you didn't like that? That was the best.
They all look so old.
Yeah, but Kirk and Spock were still pretty cool. Are you hungry?
Sure, what do you want to eat?
How about McDonald's?
Oh, Ed, couldn't you think of somewhere with a little more atmosphere?
Jack in the Box?
Don't laugh, please.
I have heard many people say, oh, but the road reflectors are so small. They don't block your free movement. But I tell you, it's all a matter of scale. I have here a typical bicycle tire. How wide do you think it is? 1 inch. The average road reflector, on the other hand, is 3 3/4 of an inch wide. Jake and I have taken measurements. The road reflector is over 3 times as wide as the bicycle tire. Now, can you still stand there and say that such objects are not an impediment to your free movement? I say no! Join me now while we take this hammer and chisel and strike the first blow in the name of freedom!
Come on, Monica.
Stop it, Ed. Where are we?
The observatory.
Should we be here? It's getting dark.
You can't go to the observatory during the day, Monica.
Ed.
It's okay. I've got the keys. I clean up on weekends, so I also get a key, which means I can come in and use the big telescope anytime I want to, as long as nobody else knows.
Come on, Ed. You didn't really bring me all the way up here just to look at the stars, did you?
The stars? Of course not. Stars are boring. The rings of Saturn, on the other hand, can be quite spectacular this time of year.
So, do you think anyone was watching?
Everybody was watching.
Hi.
Could you sign this?
Okay.
I thought you guys were great tonight.
Thanks.
But I was wondering, if the road reflectors are such a danger, what about the bollards?
Bollards?
I had a really nice time tonight, Ed.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not just saying that?
No, I had a really nice time.
Do you want to sleep with me then?
What?
Well, all the guys said that if I didn't go to bed with you tonight, I'd never know what I was missing.
Not on a first date, Ed.
Who told you it was my first date?
Good night, Ed.
Good night, Monica.
Hi, Jake.
Hi.
I was wondering, Jake, if you'd like to go out on a date with me some night.
Okay.
You mean it?
Okay.
Well, thanks, Jake. How about tomorrow night?
Okay.
Okay. Good night, Jake.
Good night. Andy? Andy?
Yes?
Andy?
Yes, Jake, what is it?
Monica just asked me out on a date.
Really, Jake? That's great.
Andy?
Yes, Jake.
What's a date?
I don't know. We'll look it up tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, Monica, she's just a girl that I love. Oh, Monica, she's just a girl that I love. Oh, Monica, oh, Monica, oh, Monica, how bright your eyes do shine. Oh, Monica, and burn right into mine. And when you cross the other line, you see directly to the center of me. Oh, Monica, oh, Monica. Oh, Monica, I'll stick around like glue. Oh, Monica, at just the sight of you.